for all my life. They say I'm a fella, end up in jail, I ain't proven right. My mama, she told me before, son, you get I understood, but I ain't see the vision. A nigga kept going, and now I'm winning. Some people I put my trust in, try to fuck with my image. Oh no, you didn't. Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't put on with this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. Now we rich now, we got money, I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, I ain't playing with your ass. Nigga, I ain't playing with your ass. You chasing greatness. You got greatness talking to you. Become great.
Yo, we live in the building with the Rize podcast. Squeeze right there looking at the camera, can't get right, don't know what's going on. Beautiful Sunday morning. How you feeling, Coach Squeeze? We live.
Yo. What's going on out there? Y'all already know what it is. It's your boys, the Rize Podcast with your boy, Coach Squeeze, a.k.a. the Smoothie King. Right back at y'all. One another one, top of the morning, top of the afternoon to y'all. Hope y'all had having a blessed weekend. And pray that y'all had a blessed week. Man, the fights was on last night. I ain't get to see none of them, but highlights. I didn't catch them last night. All I got to see was highlights. Congratulations, shout outs to the winners, and wish them the best, man. That they make that money, be successful, safe in the sport, and be smart with their money, and take care of their families. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. So boxing moving on, man. Boxing is moving on. Yup. We was worried for a second, but it's money to be made in the sport, man. People just gotta get in the ring, make it happen. All right, let me get the sponsors out of the way. 5-time world champ, 4 different weight classes, first battle Hall of Famer, Baltimore's own GTD Promotions. Redesigning minds one mind at a time. We know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Shout out to www.kenichibed.com. Use code TRP. You'll get 15% off. Also, shout out to www.noslipgallery.org. Go over to Damari's page. Check his art out and his merch. Don't forget to go on www.miakillerb.com page. Support her and her merch. R.I.P. to John Boy. R.I.P. to Miss Tanya Van Dawes Williams Jr. Shout out to EOE, Education Over Everything. Bad Girls Promotions. Shout out to Just Do Boxing, Hardcore Boxing News. Richie Baby for the 5 intros and the short videos he been posting. Richie Threads, AO Clothing Line, Pro Soul Boxing, Under Armour. Don't forget to go on to risepodcast.com, get your merch. Don't forget 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue. Get your Sherry's Essentials 12 rolls, $7. And Shout out to Miss Mona. Hope she doing all right. Cal out cool it. I ain't heard from them in the chat. Pray that their families are doing good. All of y'all families, man, praying that everybody just navigating through, man, being humble in this journey called life. Also, last but not least, official gear boxing. All the fighters wearing it. Y'all can say it with me in the chat on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Box raw. What's going on, chat?
What's going on? How you feeling? How you feeling today? Hold up 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Hanging in there. Hanging in
there. The people. Miss Melanie Queen 27. How you feeling today? Good morning, Queen. Stretched out boxing. What it do? Brassy McClendon. What's going on? Daryl Hotlins. Dominic Woodland. Welcome to the Rise Podcast. Alan Johnson. Tawa Yukobutu. Abdul Malik. Luda Grindhard. Boss Doug. Lord's 4500. The Chosen One. Tawa Yukobutu. Devontae Cromwell. What's going on? Reef, what's going on? Marcel Triggs, been broke before. Rafi Boxio, what's going on? Abel Benitez, welcome to the Rise Podcast. Who else did I miss? Marcus Triggs. I served 88. Simper Fight, what's going on? D33284. Didn't hit the damn 222. When it came, 222 ain't come out. Y'all retweet the show, please. Oh, all right. Branson, what's going on? 222 ain't come out. I hope it did. I probably threw it away if it did. Yeah, ain't no 222 come out. Had me over here ready panic. Oh. Chubb Rock, what it do? Welcome to the Rise Podcast. You had me over here thinking it came out, champ. What's going on? How y'all enjoyed the fights yesterday? Hey, I missed everything, but I was hanging with my baby girl yesterday. Daddy-daughter day, man. It was so nice. Seeing my baby smiling, happy, you know what I mean? We chopping it up on a daddy-daughter thing, but the fights was good though. Congratulations to Parker, Bivol, Shakur Stevenson. I gotta go back and check out the highlights, but you know what I mean? Yeah. I like the trash talking too, Reef. I like the trash talking too. Dominic Willen, what you think about you? He did what he's supposed to do. Bray Marlin, what it do, champ? The Chosen One, what's going on? What y'all think about the fights is the question. Why I can't see my poll? I put up a poll. Why can't I see it? Oh, wait a minute. I'm doing too much. Wasn't nothing to look at in the Shakur fight. I mean, you gotta look. That man went from hanging solar panels to jumping into the ring. Man, he did his thing. So you know what I mean. You gotta give him some type of credit to Josh Padley. You know what I mean. Shakur did what he was supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do in a situation like that. Salute saying, I love when those two trash talk each other. Best 135 to be fight to be made, even though it'll be established. I believe so. Carter Fish, welcome to the Rise Podcast. Marcus Triggs, no way Tank loses that boy. Man, listen. Killer B says, stop it. It just took Shakur too long to take him out. Shakur got the stoppage finally. Yeah, but you know what I mean? He did what he was supposed to do. And with the opponent he had. You know what I mean? So give Shakur his credit. Shakur was supposed to knock Buddy out way earlier than the ninth. Hey, he got the stoppage. That's all that matters. Oh, wait a minute. I can look right here. Give me 1 second. Man, listen. Shakur should have got him out of there in 4. Hey, took his time. Padley didn't have any marks on his face with all those jabs Shakur caught him with. Yeah, you know what I mean? He won. You know what I mean? he was wiring house 3 days before, yeah, and then caught a fight. You know what I mean? He answered the call and made weight. So shout out to Padley. He fooled for Tank LO. He did his job for sure, but Shakur fans gotta stop the cat. You know what I mean? They gonna think what they gonna think until they see until they get in the ring. And once they get in the ring, then you know what I mean? It can be proven. But right now, both sides can say what they want to say. Miss Yaya. How you doing, Miss Yaya? How you feeling today? Can't wait to see you in New York, Miss Yaya. We cutting up, and I don't want to hear nothing. Senior, what's your prediction on the Tank fight? What round gonna put him down? And I got the ninth. I like when it kind of Tank. I always like that 7 through 9 bet. You know what I mean? He said 8-1. He said 8-1 press conference, and he said 9 in another press conference. So you know what I mean? I always like that 7 to 9. And like normally when he said round, I put something on that round too. But he said 8 and 9. So I think I might go with 8. Might go with 9. I don't know. But 7 through 9 ain't been on. You know what I mean? Branson say 6 through 9. Yeah, 6 sometimes too, but 7 through 9, that's where he been getting his money at. What's going on, Squizzies?
I can't complain. Just staying prayed up, yo. Just grinding in yourself.
I'm all right, man. I'm all right, man. How
Congratulations, going out, taking your daughter out, man. Enjoy those years, man, because I did the same thing with my daughter. But once they get a certain age, I just pray that she gonna always be there, but stuff change when they get older. My daughter wouldn't let me out her sight every weekend. Oh, you know, come get me, daddy. And I was on our time, stayed in my pockets, and she older now. She still stay in my pockets, but yeah, they grow up. You know what I mean, yo? I miss those years when we go and get her and weekends and all the time, but you know, she gotta make her way, you know what I mean? She at that age where she gotta make her way, you know. But Miss Yaya, what it do? Yeah, that was nice, yo. Nice little event yesterday.
Yeah. Man, listen, like this, you know what I mean? Like I always like seeing fathers, like just seeing fathers, you know what I mean? Like and like just the being in the environment, you know what I mean? We got our daughters, you know what I mean? Everybody dressed, you know what I mean? Putting, you know what I mean? And letting the kids be kids, having a good time, you know what I mean? They was dancing, doing karaoke. Oh, you know what I mean? It was just a nice event. I liked it. I really enjoyed it.
That's what's up. Inshallah. Nardi, welcome to the chat. Hope you smashed the like button. He said he got Shakur outboxing Tank with decision. Yeah.
Cool. What's happening?
Yup, Miss Yaya, Dawn sure do. Yeah. My granddaughter, she always getting something. My daughter be like, I say, well, you done had your turn. Now when I take my granddaughter something, she be looking crooked-eyed. Yeah, but you're entitled to your opinion, Nardi, but Shakur ain't gonna be able to keep Tank off of him, Nard. He ain't gonna be able to keep Tank off of him. I'm just gonna keep it a buck, yo. Uncle Dre, D33284, Tabu Aquagabutu, Hardcore Boxing New, BBG. Like I see, Naughty, you're entitled to your opinion, champ. I'm just gonna keep it a buck, though. I just don't see it, man. He don't got nothing. If you don't got nothing to hurt Tank, to keep Tank off you, yo, you're going to sleep.
You want me bring him in, or you want me bring him in?
You bring him in, champ, because you handles this. This your job right here. Let me mute my joint.
All right, y'all. This guy I'm gonna bring in, man. Special guy, you know what I mean? He's one of the founding fathers of the Rize podcast. You know what I mean? Some people call him the Bible. Some people call him Limp Ball. Some people call him the Swami. But today he's hailing by way of Mill City's boxing podcast. You know what I mean? Mill City signed his permission slip and allowed him to come back home to the Rize podcast, man. And it's an honor and a pleasure to have this guy in the building. When he make his guest appearances now, because now he went from being the founding father of the show to being a guest star. You know what I mean? Coach Kenny Ellis. What's going on, Coach? How you feel?
I ain't hear nothing you said. I hope the audience can hear you.
No, they hear me. I got my point across.
All I heard was Rize podcast.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised all you heard wasn't Mill City podcast.
He just hit me too. I got holler back at him. What's up though?
What's going on? How you like them fights yesterday?
Boy, I'm coming in the new year, like I said, undefeated, boy.
What you think of Shakur fight?
I knew the guy was gonna be kind of game, you know what I'm saying? I thought Shakur was gonna get him out of there earlier than that, though, you know.
I didn't think so.
Even though Shakur don't hit hard, dude only had 4 KOs too, but he was tough.
Yeah,
he was
but
tough.
So what I was thinking about, like, and I was curious about, and I told everybody on the podcast, I want to know if they sparred before.
Good question. I doubt it.
And that's why I was like, I didn't think it was going to be an early stop, is because, you know what I mean, you know, Shakur not familiar with him.
But I was going to say, Shakur was training for Schofield the whole time. Then he get somebody else. So, you know, that could have been it too, you know?
Yeah, so I wasn't really looking for an early stoppage. I had a feeling, you know what I mean, it was going to be something.
But I think due to that caliber and with Shakur's experience, it don't take that long, you know. Like, I think, like, Abdullah Mason or Keyshawn Davis, they would have got that dude out of there inside 4 rounds, too. Even if they didn't know nothing about him.
But old boy was fighting, you know what I mean? He ain't had nothing to lose, so he was in there, you know what I mean, fighting.
Hey, that dude is a perfect example of stay ready so you want to get ready. You know, take advantage of opportunity. They got that man. I don't know how much he made, but he got a new house. They bought him a new house for taking the fight in such a late notice.
Oh man, that's a blessing, yo. Dang.
I mean,
that's a blessing right there. 28 years old. You got your house paid for.
Yup, generational wealth, yo.
Yep. He
Man.
might not have made the money he want, but he made money and plus he got a house, you know? That's what it's
He may not have made. You never make the money you want, but I can tell you one thing: that was game-changing money that he will ever make.
Let me speak for Josh Padley. Oh, he definitely made the money he wanted, because that money was unexpected. You know what I mean? Like he was doing whatever he was doing. So to get that phone call and they say you gonna get a bag and a house, he made what he wanted. And if he feels though any other thing, you know what I mean, you gotta appreciate your blessings first. You know what I mean?
And his stocks went up.
Yup.
Definitely might get another phone call.
For sure. Get that man a full training camp. Give him another shot. Yeah.
He said he gonna stop working and train full time. He said he's gonna stop working and train full time now.
He got the money to do it.
Yeah, he probably blessed enough to do that, you know?
Yeah. Shout out to Padley, man. Stepped up. What arguably we done had on here several episodes, the boogeyman of the division. He didn't hesitate and think twice about it. Stepped in there with him and held his own.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, man.
I didn't see the whole fight, but I saw clips of it, you know.
Shout out to Quentin Jackson from the A. What's going on, Quentin? With Bruce Gas Boxing Jazz, what's going on? Tim Layton, what's happening?
To me, typical Shakur Stevenson fight. Typical Shakur Stevenson fight. Miss Mary Matt Mac, all dressed in black, black, black. Yeah, with mother, 415 cents. She asked her mother, yeah, Miss Mary Mac, right. No, I'm gonna do like this. I know we joke Shakur over here. Well, I do. I can't speak for everybody. I joke him, but I'm understanding that that's Shakur style. Like he say, he fights to not get hit. I'm not mad at it. Is it entertaining for a lot of people? No. Some people like it. Some people don't. That's just the way the game is. Everybody ain't gonna like what you do. But I'ma actually give him some credit for last night. He looked as sharp. He stayed behind his jab, and he had an excellent body attack. I'm definitely gonna give him that. Nice snappy jab. Last night. I'm not really buying into him supposedly getting this guy out of here earlier, because that's not what he do. And last night really proved to you you're not going to get that out of this young man finishing somebody within 6-7 rounds. That ain't what he do. In the corner, threw the towel in. I think Padley could have went a little. Well, he was touching Padley to the body, though, but his corner seen enough, and they threw the towel in. But last night, I'll give him, if I was grading him, I'd give him a B for last night. I'll give him a B. I give him a B. I give him a B.
What you give him, Coach Kenny?
Scale from 1 to 10. I'll give him a 6.5.
What you give him, Sing?
I gotta go back and check it out.
Okay, Chad.
I can't. I'm not even gonna do him dirty like that. Smoothie King.
Right back at you with another one. Reeve, thank you. Appreciate you. God bless you and your family, man, for the love in the chat. Salute to y'all. Blessings. What does Coach Kenny think of Adamas sure-ass draw? A lot of us felt Adamas got robbed of a decision.
What was that? What'd he say?
What you think about a Dame Shiraz draw? Everybody
I didn't see that fight.
Okay.
I didn't see it. That was
a
draw?
I ain't see it, Nate.
Smoothie King.
Right back at you with another one, Brashy McClendon. Thanks for the support in the chat. Adamas was raw. That's why Tyke not going to go over there. No way Turkey went to Shiraz's corner and showed him the scorecards and told him he was down. Damn.
He got a habit of fighting on people's level to me. Adamas, I like him, but I don't care who he get in there with. He fight on their level. He don't never be like dominant.
You see any highlights of this, Shakur? I know you was out with your baby girl. You ain't see no highlights?
I seen him get like 2 knockdowns or something, but I ain't even, because I just got finished running. I was gonna try to look at it this morning, but they went skiing and snow tubing, so I had to go drop them off this morning with my mom and sister.
Oh, okay.
But dang, I just lost my train of thought. I was ready to ask Coach Kenny a question. I forgot it.
Is he going on Mill City after the show?
Oh, you know he's going over there, so I ain't even got to ask that.
I don't know if I'm going after the show, but I'll be on that before the night's out because he hit me up.
There go your
Grown,
answer. Yeah.
when you become a grown man, you can do whatever you want, whenever you want.
Okay. I know that's right.
That's
Look,
that's what grown men do.
Okay. All right. Tupac Shakur, I ain't mad at you.
You know what I'm saying?
My man.
Hey, Squeeze.
Yeah, champ.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna get your thoughts on this. I'm gonna post this just for you.
All right, champ.
You give me your thoughts.
Birdie Beef and Bivol. I didn't see all of that. I seen little highlights of it. I gotta sit down and watch it, And
I want Rize podcast to keep our score this year. So we get to December, won't be no shit talk. I'm up 1 on you, right, Squeeze?
Yeah. I had Birdie Beef. I said
I'm up 1.
I said, both of them. I said it's a 50-50 fight with them guys last time and this time. And
I thought
Bivol,
the last one. I thought the Bivol won the last one. Should have been a draw at least.
Gotcha. I think both of those guys. I like both of those guys. But the decision, I had to make the decision. It was with Birdie. I'm not mad that Bivol won. Though. Not at all.
I ain't gotta fuck him up. You should spawn. Come on, I want to spawn with you though. All right, how about that? We clap it up? All right, bet. We out there. What up with it, baby? Hey, tell him what you told me. What I tell you? What you doing it for? Oh, promotion, baby. All right. So I ain't gotta fuck him. I ain't gotta fuck him up. But we should spawn. I ain't gotta fuck him up. You should spawn. Come on, I want to spawn with you though. All right, how about that? We clap it up? All right, bet.
What you think about that, Squeeze? Bud running down on TFemo about all that bullshit he talking.
I couldn't hear it, but I'm trying to figure out what.
I Bud being Bud, Bud just being Bud, Bud got that street in him, but he had to clean it up a little bit, T.O. hollering out, let's ball, Bud ain't gonna really go all out on him, yo. He's still on the witness protection program with Bud, yo.
Mm-hmm. I like how Bud, ran down on him, like,
Yeah.
Oh, what's all that? No, just No, so shout out to Bud, man. Bivol Beterbiev. I think Bivol stepped it up in them championship rounds. He stepped on the gas. He started working. He started moving his feet in and out. And he had some success. And that's what got him to the win. In my eyes, what you think? Squeeze, Coach Kenny?
Chopping up.
What y'all think about the Bivol Beterbiev fight?
I thought he edged it out further than it was a wide margin to me. Bivol clearly outboxing.
Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. JPW, thanks for the color in the chat. Did y'all see Shakur go orthodox when his hand was hurt? And what y'all think about it? Yeah, I did see that. Good eye. I seen both when he hurt his hand and when he went orthodox. Yup, I seen that.
I seen him speak on it. I didn't see it. I saw him when he was speaking on it though.
Yup. Yeah. What I think about it, obviously, the hand is not 100% healed, and he did what he had to do going orthodox, showing another dimension of his game. So, when you get hurt, you got to be able to make adjustments in that ring and fight through things. So, I don't think too much of it, but kudos to Shakur for making the adjustment, like re-injuring his hand.
What y'all think about Parker Bacoli?
Who won?
Parker.
I picked Parker. Yup.
I didn't see that.
I gotta watch that.
If I ain't mistaken, Parker dropped him, and then they threw the towel in, or the corner. The coach stopped it. If I ain't mistaken,
He dropped Bivol.
dropped his big ass.
Damn. Yo, 8 baby Jared Anderson.
No, he dropped. He laid his ass down.
Yeah, I picked Parker because of the
on a wobbly, on a loose leg type knockout. He stole him. Yo, just try to was, you know what I mean? Ooh,
Yo don't got no defense. But Coley think he just could come forward and George Foreman everybody.
He. Some people might say it looked like he took the dive, you know what I mean? But that shot that he took, you know what I mean? His legs couldn't lie his way out of that. He was hurt. Bruce Gass say Bivol the second coming of George Foreman. Oh well. Everybody saying look like he took a dive. What you say, Miss Yaya? I don't see it. I don't see it, Miss Yaya. Hold up. You said something. What did you say, Miss Yaya?
Oh, let me make my moves.
Coach Kenny, Miss Yaya said, "Don't get to New York and act brand new like you did when y'all was in Vegas."
I'm Baltimore for life, baby. I don't do that Hollywood shit.
She said, "Don't. You know, remember you forgot who
I
you
keep
forgot
telling you, I'm
about."
a grown man. I don't change. I don't do shit everybody else do.
Oh, you did when you jumped ship and went over there with Milk. Never mind. Smoothie King, right back at you.
You don't understand. That's been my life, all my life. I don't do what everybody else do.
Thanks for the color in the chat. Go back and slow the tape down. Parker didn't connect, and it was a delayed fall by Bivol. All I'm gonna say is that it was planned. Okay. Might
Hey,
go back and watch it.
They say it was a flop. Miss Yaya said, "Oh, you acted brand new in Vegas." Coach Kenny.
No comment.
What fight you watching, Coach? Coach Kenny.
Yo,
What fight you watching?
you breaking up?
I said, what fight you watching?
Chopping up, yo.
You can hear me, Squeeze? I can hear you clearly.
Why?
Say something, Squeeze.
I said I can hear you clearly.
It's one. I think it's Raylan Mike.
Ask him what fight he watching. He watching a fight. Ask him what fight he watching.
What fight you watching?
Say it again.
What fight you watching?
Not more. I was watching some dog fight. I mean some animals fight. No, like with dogs versus other animals and shit.
What kind of dog?
You got to see the American Bulldog versus the wild boar. That shit wild.
Y'all, even if it was a grade, that wasn't enough for that type of reaction. We can hear all three of y'all. He got his phone mic covered up probably. Yeah, you know how he is, man. Yeah, he definitely didn't protest Adam Brashear.
Say what?
Bivol. Wait a minute, I'll be right back. Hold it down. I'll be right back.
He's saying he didn't protest. Yeah, he say he had. Say Bivol came too late. BBG say the money Bivol got for that mean. Let me see. He could go back and live. Yeah.
What you would call him passed away? You remember the champion Greg Hogan?
Yeah.
I seen it on the internet this morning. He passed away.
What's his
Rest in
name
peace.
again?
Greg Hogan. He fought Pernell Whitaker. He fought Hector Camacho. I think he fought Ray Mobile Mancini. He had a lot of big fights, man.
Damn, you just named a tough class.
Yeah, he passed away, man. I don't know what happened to him, but he was a good gatekeeper back in the 80s,
Yeah. May he rest in peace, and our prayers and thoughts go out to his family. Shit.
Yes, indeed.
He sound like he ain't turn no smoke down.
He fought Chavez Sr. too.
Yeah, he ain't turn no smoke down.
He definitely was a dog, man.
Prayers go out to his family, man.
Indeed. Let me go. I gotta make my moves, man. I see y'all later on, hey.
All right, coach. I have a good one. Bruce Gas, boxing and jazz and more. Tasha Reese White, Lance Mayer, Brash McClendon. But Coley got a whole fight in May. And after what I seen from Turkey, I wouldn't put it past him to tell Bacoli take a dive. A damn graze not taking Bacoli out like that. Thomas Hill, what it do? Yeah, I didn't see all the fights last night, man. I didn't see all of them. But I watched the highlights of Shakur and Bivol and Birdie, and I didn't see Ortiz. Anybody saw Ortiz at Metro? What y'all think about that fight? The Ortiz. That card was stacked. That was a stacked card, yo. Yeah, that was a stacked card. I watched the fight and make my assessment of what I saw. I definitely do that. Watch it, make my assessment of what I saw. Ha 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 ha. Tasha Reese White say he fell asleep 3 times watching Shakur fight. My girl was like, how you keep falling asleep? Okay, BBG, I appreciate that. Virgil looked like an improved fighter. How Metromorph look? Because I picked Metromorph over Ortiz. Warren Holly say that was a live one. Thomas Hill, Coach Squeeze, just say blessed to hear your voice, champ. And the fight looked scripted and the cards were very suspect. But the opening of the best fight of the night, Ortiz styled on Lewis 4500 say Ortiz did good. Chosen one, Ortiz had trouble cutting off the ring until the 6th round. Okay. All right, let me bring him in, y'all. Gentlemen, a scholar. Y'all already know what I call him, the wizard. First ballot podcast Hall of Famer, boxing analyst, family man, man, gives his hardcore takes. I can't wait to hear what he got to say about last night because I know he was locked and tuned in. The one, the only, one of my favorite podcasters in the game, a gentleman and a scholar, brother, Ant McQueen in the building.
Appreciate that.
Damn, I took you out. You was already in.
I was already up there. It's all good, though.
My bad, champ.
You brought me back. It's all good.
What's going on, champ?
I'm over here at Target, man. So that's why I got the little dot up there.
Okay, let me break it down to you then. Did you see the fights?
Yes, sir. I did see the fights.
What you think about Ortiz and Matrimov? I picked Matrimov.
Salute to the people in the chat. Daryl Hopkins, chosen one, the Melanin Queen, great moderator. I thought it was an interesting fight. I saw somebody allude to, I think it might have been like Brassy McClendon or somebody in the chat, Madrimov with all of the movement, man. It was just a little bit too much. It was a lot of movement with very little payoff. Just moving laterally. He's got good feet, good agility, all that good stuff. But at some point in time, you got to be able to just sit down and throw a shot. You can't just move, and then not offer, any offense. So for the most part, it was Virgil Ortiz that was making the fight. And then by midway, he caught up with him. And then once he caught up with him, he started putting combinations on him. Madrimov did quite a bit of holding. He tried to smother him a couple times, rush in with the shoulder and bump him back and try to be physical. He just seemed like he couldn't keep up with Virgil offensively.
Virgil Ortiz, were you impressed with his performance, or Matrimov, the detailed example of what Matrimov wasn't doing stood out?
It's a little bit of both, to be honest with you. It's a little bit of both, because I thought that Madrimov, he moved well, but the thing is, like, at some point, there's got to be some sort of payoff. Like, set a trap with the movement or something like that. Like, what comes to mind for me is like a guy like Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard can move laterally, but then he could stop on the dime and fire on you, then start moving again. Or like my man that dropped Sweet Pea in that fight, Hurtado. There's a Cuban fighter. He would move, stop on a dime, and he fired the 2-1 on Sweet Pea. Dropped him like twice in that fight. There was none of that from Madrimov. It was just moving. Couple feints, move. An occasional right hand, move. But what really impressed me about Virgil Ortiz's performance yesterday was his patience, because in prior fights, he had gotten into exchanges relatively early. His last fight, he got dropped twice in that fight against Boachuk. He also got hurt in the fight against Kavalaskis, Mean Machine, because he pressed the issue and rushed it. So yesterday, he was pretty damn patient. He kept his defense really tight, didn't get hit with anything crazy, no trouble in the fight whatsoever, was never hurt. He just kept it very tight, very composed, and he was just very purposeful. Midway through the fight, he started to locate his body, started to double up the jab, sometimes tripling up the jab to try to stabilize Madrimov.
Okay, check this out. We're going to move on from that fight. You already gave a good analysis of all that, because I'm going to try to cram test you real quick. You gave a good analysis on that. I totally agree. I could see that playing out exactly the way you said it, because I did see bits and pieces of the highlight. Let me move on to Shakur and Padley. What do you think about Shakur's performance last night? And do you think he have a shot with Gervonta?
I liked his performance last night against Padley. A little bit of adversity in there, not so much from Padley. I do feel like Padley gave him a little bit of resistance midway through the fight. Early on, Shakur was sharp as hell, sharp as attack, and he was letting his hands go. He was punching in combination. Everything was real fluid. Everything was real quick, real sharp. Padley couldn't necessarily deal with the hand speed of Shakur and the combination punching. But then I see, like, midway through the fight, Padley kind of took a to hell with this approach. And he kind of bum rushed Shakur a couple of times, where he would go back to the corner, then he would spring out, smother him, and force exchanges. So there were a couple of moments where Padley had, if you want to call it success, he had a little bit of success. But I give Shakur a lot of credit, because he seemed like he hurt his hand in the fight, but then he still pushed through and he got the finish. And he did a really good job going to the body, especially. fantastic body work from him.
I agree. I watched the full highlight reel of the Shakur Padley fight. I'm not going to diminish the victory of Shakur, but I got to talk about exactly, briefly sum it up. A lot of us see they critical of certain fighters. If that was Tank that went 9 rounds with Padley, they would be all over Tank like a cheap suit. And that aspect, I think Shakur could at least got him out of there by 6 rounds. Even though I know that ain't what Shakur do, but like I said earlier on this podcast I was very impressed with Shakur's sharpness. The body attack was vicious. He was placing his shots. He picked his teeth with Padley. I gave him a B for his performance last night, but to me, he looked very sharp. Stayed behind his jab, which was the right thing to do because he don't really know too much about the guy. And I tell the fighters all the time at the gym, the jab will get you out of a lot of things. A sharp jab will dictate other openings and stuff like that. But that's what I gave him. Shout out to Padley. Nothing to hold his head down about. Bounce back. Maybe this payday, he had the money to be able to train a little bit more. So kudos to Padley. And Shakur hurt his hand again, switched to orthodox, but he got the job done. But that second part of that question, I didn't hear you answer it. If you did, do you think Shakur got enough to the edge Tank?
Well, that one is going to have to be very, game plan dependent. Because if we're just talking about from a physical standpoint, I feel like he's a little bit outgunned there, but I do believe that he's got the intelligence to fight a smart fight. And then also, he's got a little bit of physicality, but he's got to be careful with the way that he goes about utilizing it because, Tank is he's very adept at fighting on the inside. We don't see it very often, but the Pedraza fight comes to mind. Like one of my favorite sequences out of any Tank fight is that little stretch around like 52-second mark in the Pedraza fight, second round, where they were fighting on the inside and the way that he was slipped his hands to the inside, put the uppercut up there, then went back to the body, framed his ass up, came back through the other shots. It's like you got to fight a very, very smart fight. Not just a disciplined fight, but a very smart fight. Like picking and choosing and trying to be disruptive, which I think that he's capable of doing. But is he going to do it? Who the hell knows? Because things change in the event that you get hit with a good shot. You know what I'm saying? Things go out the window. Things go by the fray. But at 135, I think that he's probably the most equipped to give Tank some bump. I believe he's skilled and I believe he's intelligent enough. But once again, things get distorted when you get hit with a good shot sometimes. So it remains to be seen.
I'm gonna agree to disagree on that one right there. I don't think Shakur got enough to keep Tank off him. And I don't think book smarts is going to get him through that fight. Because remember, it's a fight. It's not a math quiz. It's not a science test to turn in grade. Intelligence goes out the window when you fight. And I don't think that his intelligence in the ring and Tank's intelligence is so far apart from one another. But everybody try to give Shakur the edge on intelligence because he boxes in reverse. He stays on the outside, and that ain't what really Tank do. Tank like to walk his people down, put pressure on him. He don't get paid for overtime, and he don't want to leave it in the hands of the judges. I think that's the tug of war that everybody's going back and forth with, and it doesn't make it even better with Shakur with that hurt hand. That hurt hand gonna get him killed with Tank. There's no goddamn way in the world he's beating Tank with a brittle hand. There's no way in the fucking world. Ain't enough intelligence in the world would be able to keep Tank off of him.
Well, personally, I don't get what's name. I didn't say Shakur has the edge in intelligence. I just think that he's intelligent enough. I think that
Isn't that kind of saying the same thing, champ?
No, it's not saying the same thing. We can't fill the blanks. I think that Tank is extremely intelligent, and I'll tell you why. We've seen him get people out of there in a multitude of ways. Even with all the power in the world, right? It still requires a certain level of intelligence in order to finish guys at a high rate at the championship level. We've seen a lot of guys with good power, and then once they step up in competition, they start fighting on the world level, their KO ratio starts to diminish. Tank is at a 93% KO ratio, and he's fighting champions for a reason. You know what I mean? Getting guys up out of there and never been stopped. And it's not just because he's walking up to them and clubbing them upside the head and getting them up out of there. Nah, he's setting traps. And that, to me, that requires intelligence, intuitiveness, intuition, being able to feel things, being able to sense things, being a finisher also requires a certain level of intuition. Because you got some guys that'll hurt somebody and not know it, not recognize it. So I feel like Tank is the apex predator. But to that same extent, I still do feel like Shakur is intelligent in this sense. Yes, it is a fight, but it is also a boxing match. You know what I'm saying? Which within a boxing match, you got scoring system, rules, so on and so forth. Shakur's a dude that seldom loses rounds because he knows how to bank a round. He knows how to put rounds together. I'm not saying that Tank doesn't. So when I'm talking about Shakur, I'm not using that as a what do you call it? Like an indictment on Tank or some sort of lack thereof. I'm just speaking purely to Shakur. But I think that both of them are highly intelligent. To me, I do feel like attrition is the difference.
Now, I wasn't like I wasn't trying to say that you were diminishing Tank intelligence at all. I was just referencing to off of what you're saying. When I notice when everybody mentions Shakur name, the first attribute comes to their mind is his intelligence. That's all I was referencing to. And not saying that you said that Tank is not smart, because you have to set the knockouts up. It's different ways he knock people out. He don't knock everybody out the same way, same punch. I'm just saying a lot of people, when they mention those two, that's the first thing they come to their mind is his ability to outthink, stay out of harm's way, and pressure bust pipes. And he's not going to be able to, I done played this out in my head, he's not going to be able to stay away from Tank. Tank going to chase this boy, not chase him, but cut the ring off. And he going to have to engage. Tank going to get Shakur out of there, man. And I'm not banking on Tank knocking everybody out. I'm not going to do that. But this kid vicious. I don't know if a lot of people be watching his training videos. I seen him train. This dude train like his life depend on it, and he want every edge in the world to have when he get in the ring over his opponents. It's just amazing to me. Definitely Tank gonna put that pressure on him. He might look good the first 3-4 rounds of slipping, but that foot gonna get closer and closer and closer. And we all know what Tank's a finisher. He will finish him. He will finish him. Let me get this chat out the way. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. Tasha Reese White, member for 7 months. Why they act like we haven't seen Tank knock out champions? You know what they do. It's all good. Can't please everybody. Smoothie King, right back out at you with another one. The lovely Miss Yaya is going to be a knockout for sure. Yeah, so Tasha Reese White said he'll be Shakur on the cars too. I drive old cars. What's up, Squeeze? No need for a shaker fight. Please call out Keyshawn. MJ, Sean Porter said Tank will fight faster with Shakur to be up on the cards in the later rounds. So Shakur can't run late. Man, Tank know you gonna get him out. Tank know he gonna get you out of there, man. He know he gonna get you out of there. He knows it. He knows he gonna get you out of there. Ant McQueen, Bacoli, and Parker. What you think?
Man, that's just unfortunate from Bacoli, man. Got clipped on the top of the head, and that was all she wrote. And it seemed like he was starting to come on at the end of the round. Had Parker's nose leaking a little bit. Got caught with a shot like right on the top of the head. Legs just went. But I'll tell you what, the man cashed out, and he got another fight in May coming up against F.A. Jogler. About to get right back in the ring, get more money. So kudos to that man. But it was brief as hell.
No, I drive old cars. I pick Parker too. I pick Parker for his experience and battle tested, and Parker done beat bigger guys and toughed out with other guys. Bacoli was definitely a threat, but I pick Parker.
I agree with you on that, though, Squeeze. As far as the experience goes, Joseph Parker, he got a hell of a resume. I was just like looking at it, like dude's been in there with Joshua, Ruiz, Zhang, like anybody who's anybody in the heavyweight division. Joseph Parker's likely fought him. Deontay Wilder, dude got a hell of a lot of experience. Martin Bacoli, we hear all the sparring stories, but that's just sparring. Under the bright lights, I mean, the biggest name on his resume is, a prospect in Jared Anderson. So,
I drive old cars, so he got the best heavyweight resume.
low key, it's hard to disagree. It's hard to disagree. Back to your point, Squeeze, that experience. You got a whole lot of it. This dude been fighting everybody. And the thing that I like about him is, he took a couple L's, but he just kept pressing on. He's on a very nice streak right now. Like his last 4 fights have just been named guys back to back to back to back. And he's found a way to get the job done in all of these fights, man. He's been terrific.
Sit through. What it do? Peace and blessings, brother. I'll make sure I ain't forget nobody. I asked you about Ortiz and Metrimov, Shakur and Padley, Bacoli, Parker. What about their Adames fight?
Feel like Adames, he got a raw deal. Shiraz, it was very difficult to get a handle on him. Like, I couldn't tell if, maybe he was believing his own hype with the power, because, the commentators and everybody, they alluded to it several times. He got the power, this, that, and the third, after that fight that he had with Ammo Williams. And that's kind of how he fought, man. He fought like he was just looking to land just one shot. And Adames, to his credit, he was very, very responsible, moving his head, kept his hands up, kept his defense tight, and he was pressing the issue. I didn't feel like Adames, he had all the success in the world, but he was clearly the one that was making the fight, pressing the issue, letting his hands go, and dictating the pace. So I felt like Adames should have got the decision. But hey, it is what it is. It's boxing. Sometimes you got to follow the money.
All right, before I let you go, because I know you out and about, your overall report card on the fights last night.
I give it about a B.
A what?
I give it about a B plus for the whole card.
Okay.
I give it about a B plus for the whole card, simply because we had some late replacements, and I felt like had the original fights going as intended, we probably would have got a little bit more action out of them, a little bit more competitiveness out of them. Because to go back to Bacoli came up in there 315 pounds, out of shape, wasn't a kid. Josh Padley, I don't want to, disrespect him because he gave a great account of himself given the situation, but the man was literally just installing solar panels the other day, and then he get a call to replace Floyd Schofield. So he did what he could with the limited amount of time that he had to prepare.
Christopher Edwards in the chat say that heavyweight fight was the worst I've ever seen.
What's the name was a good fight, y'all? Cabriel and Zhang. That dude right there, Squeeze, you gotta officially give him the Mike McCallum nickname, the Body Snatcher. I get Cabriel. This is 3 consecutive fights on the big stage where he stopped these guys to the body. He stopped Magmudov, Frank Sanchez, who was previously undefeated, and Zhang, who had never been stopped before, man. Stopped all 3 of them guys to the body. He's collecting ribs and livers out here, man. This dude, his body attack is vicious.
Got you. Well, all right, man. We can wrap it up, man. I'm sure Aunt McQueen out and about handling this business, and I got stuff we got to do. Thanks for everybody who tuned in to the Rize podcast. We love you guys, man. We ain't nothing without you guys, and I mean that cold-heartedly. Appreciate everybody. Have a blessed week. God bless y'all. Closing arguments, and
same as always, man. Small things, all things. What's easy to do is also easy not to do. Squeeze, greatly appreciate you having me on. Always a pleasure to be in your presence. Salute to my man, Senior Cobbs, the rest of the Rize podcast, and the folks out there. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Peace.
All right, you too. Appreciate you. All right, y'all, man. Shout out to Coach Kenny. Shout out to all access. Shout out to Miss Yaya in the chat. All of y'all in the chat. Miss Arena, thanks for coming in. My girl, Unheard Of Bidden. God bless y'all. Love y'all, man. Melody Queen. All of y'all that's in the chat. Let me plug this for Miss Melody Queen. Smoothie King. Right back at y'all with another one. Y'all already know who it is. Stop playing with me. It's Miss Melody Queen 27. Join the JBT's next up and coming meet and greet. Admission or to donate, send $30 via Cash App. Link HTTPS Cash App $JBT Network or $JBT Network. Subject, meet. Tickets will also enter you into a raffle. God bless. Have a blessed Sunday. Love y'all. Peace. It's the Smoothie King. Right back at y'all with another one. Right. Let's get up out of here.
Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Nietzsche in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't over this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up for nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.